Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, lovers of that good wood. How you doing? Oh, I'm doing pretty good. You know why? Because the drop-off fairy visited me today. Easy for me to say. The drop-off fairy visited me today. And you know what she left me? The LZA7s. 7-driver. Oh, we got a nice bass woofer for you. You know, that's that DD. We got 4 BAs to cover the mids and the high mids. And 2 piezoelectric ceramic drivers to cover those highs, to get those overheads, those sparkly crispies to tighten it all up. These things have interchangeable nozzles for reference and for listening. There's a mode switch, and they claim, now you know the bass head in me is going to test all of this out. I'm going to go play tones and everything. But they claim to get down there to 5 hertz. I'm going to try to brown note myself. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be in it depends, trying to brown note it. Be in the shower, I don't know where I'm gonna be. I'm trying to be there 5 hertz. I'll be there with 7 hertz, blasting. NEX Duo, loud as hell. Watch me. And they come with wood. Now, at first I was like, this is a sticker, but I think this is an actual wood box. Let us see, shall we? Let's find out together. That is not sufficient. That might be sufficient. So it is a sticker, unfortunately. That would have been really amazing. But they went balls out. They went pretty hard. To have this level of packaging, and it's unique. It doesn't look like everybody else's stuff. So LZ's doing its thing. And, you know, maybe if they step up the product line, they can do a full wooden box. I'm a little amazed. And, oh no, hold on a second. That is wood. There's wood here. It's wood, it's pressboard, but it's got a sticker on it. How can I tell? Look at the joint. So there is definitely something here. And so look at this presentation. You have a door on this thing. And it's got weight to it. It's got weight to it. You got your book. Inspected by. Got your instructions. And let's admire the presentation as it is. Some sort of giant leather badge, which I assume is also a case. And these look teeny tiny. They look like they are little head size. So maybe little head will adopt these if I don't love them. But you can see the switch, the mode switch right on top of the thing. You can see it. They're ported, so that means they're going to give you an open back sort of feel, I guess. We can focus in on that. You can see that you can see through the grill to the red, so these are open-backed earphones, which is rare, to say the least. And they have a really nice, I like the color scheme. It's kind of 1960s, early 70s, kind of a HR puffin stuff sort of thing going on. A little Scooby-Doo action. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Where are you? got some work to do now. Come Scooby-Doo, and I can see. Okay, this is harder to get out than I thought it would be. I'm going to use a little more force. This is a big chunk of foam. Oh, I am destroying all kinds of things. I am a wrecking machine. I'm a wrecking machine. Watch me get down. Watch me get down. Okay, so there's very little in here that's not what you're seeing. This is a very sturdy case. And then we have separate nozzles that are color-coded. And they are in a little bag, so I'm doing a little finger work, and you know I don't like that. Ooh. Varying filters for varying sound profiles. So, these things are on another level. 4 pairs of varying filters. That is 4 times the earphone. So you can set these bad boys any way you like. And we've got a number of tips. Let's see what we have in our arsenal here. We've got your typical reflex types. And then you've got some of these black joints, which seem a little more malleable and also glued together a little bit. These are a lot more slick. They're more like a racing tire. And a little more flimsy, a little more malleable. And then here, you got smaller versions of these, which seem a little more tight. Of course, they all have inserts, every single one of them. You got 3 different insert styles. We have a bunch of different colors, so they must have different diameters, and that would probably change your sound profile. So I think you can spend a long time finding your style between the size, the different inserts, the style of whether you're doing the outside or the inside variants. You got a number of things in your little tackle box here, and they're all, and of course it's branded. So the packaging, the presentation is really on another level. It's not a plastic box, a paper box. This is not QZ. This is respectable. It's respectable. And it's not top of the line, but they sure went and tried. They did their thing. So that leaves us with the drivers themselves. I'm going to give these a little, and you have one coated blue and one coated red, and it already has an R on it. So you have very easily, they seem to look like they have MCX connectors, if I can tell, which is the miniature coax, micro coax. And you have a nice, oh look, you have a nice little face. Am I blue? Am I blue? No, I'm orange. So, we have this beautiful presentation, which is as hard to put it back together as it was to take apart. Okay, but now I got finger holes, so it's got personality. Personality, personality, smile, personality. Oh, let's see what's in here. We got this sort of, this looks like an old school snuff tin or a shoe polish container. Got a little grease here. Oh yeah. Put a little lard on that, work that out. Felt lining, leather cap. And oh, this looks like an 8 braid. It looks like a big 8. MCX connectors, cord minder, thick, not an L, but still a very thick, hard, probably cast aluminum or steel pin anchor. Again, branding everywhere. It's got, this is the 3.5 version apparently, but your mileage may vary. You may choose to change this out. And so you get the MCS quick connectors. So I should be able to put this on right away. First, there we go. I pulled too hard. It does have a cord anchor, even though I'm just a brute. So it should stay on there if you're not an absolute mauling Visigoth like myself. There's a problem being born the biggest Viking in the village. So I'll put that back on later. This is sticky tacky stuff. Let's see. Ooh, very nice. Yeah. That just does what it wants to do. It's very, very comfortable cable. It is a very comfortable cable. So that's a very nice cable. It's a very comfortable, soft braid. I love that. Look at that. That just immediately does pretty much anything you want it to do. It's not going to get in your face. It's a little loose here because now we're going to 4 on a side. If you have things that stick out, pins or tie tacks or things like that, you may have to worry about catching these on little intimate things, earrings maybe, I don't know, depending on what your stilo is. But for the most part, it's got a little plastic pearl job here. And everybody needs a pearl necklace, come on, like daily. And then you've got more branding, even on the split anchor, which is, again, a very hard metal, whatever it is, an aircraft aluminum it looks like. So we've got a decent case. It's not the best size in the world. It's not super portable, but if you country and you carry your dip, you've carried something this size before. So just put a pinch between your cheek and gum, put your headphones on, and get to business. Yeah. So allow me to see if I can do the little finger work and how fast it takes Jim to stick these things on the end of this. This is part of the fun. Okay, kids. Oh, wait a minute. We didn't do the, hold on. New stuff smell. I knew it. This smelled like new shoes. It's like walking into Payless when you broke. Oh, looking forward to it. You've been saving up for them. Your dog's hurt. Oh, that smell is just amazing right there. New stuff. Gotta love that new stuff. Okay. What do we have here? We have the right side, so I'll try to connect the right pin. I'm so clever. Okay. I got a click. Can I get another click? Click number 2. And this was hard to put in, so they're firm, they're sturdy. These are not going anywhere anytime soon. Believe you me. I think I just got lucky with the first one, kids. So hard they're so small, it's hard to get the pressure behind. And then there it is. All right. I won the internets. Okay. I don't even know how this works. Are they aligned now? That's the real $40 million question. So the answer is no, of course, because you're dumb. That's why. So you have to twist these a bit to get them. Oh, they twist really easily though. The twisting is smooth, very smooth, very, very smooth. Quite smooth, my friend. It's quite smooth, very, very good. Okay, so we're going to go for the fit. And remember, we do things stock around here. However they come, as I stick them in my ears as the first impressions unboxing joint. This ain't the figure out which one of the 97 heads sounds the best with your Ben Folds 5 favorite hit. Orchestral movements in the dark, whatever you're into. So already in this year I've got a great seal, and I'm not sure that I have this quite sitting the right way. And I do have to remember that my ears are slightly different sizes, but oh, there it is. There it is. I got a full seal on both ears. This one's a little less, but that's always the case for me. Maximum shakers, not a budge. I'm probably talking loud now, but that's okay. I'm a loud guy. I got a big voice. So don't diminish my voice. Cord's decent length. If it reaches to the end of my arm, it will definitely reach to the end of yours. Unless you're Wilt Chamberlain, then Wilt, I apologize. Send me an autograph. I'm watching this. And we are going to take it to the X Duo. We already have our adapter plug in there. We're going to go to town. Ooh. Okay. That's not a bad look. That's not a bad look. That looks like I kind of know what I'm doing. Looks like I kind of got, adult stuff. Who knows, Maybe. Let's see what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go to the device, which is now separate. So I can be walking around with this. This is now your hands free, buddy. So now you have all of your powers. But this is not about this. This is about these. So let's see what we can hear. I'm going to our standard array of testing tunes, our first impression tunes. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Let's see. That's bothering me. I don't understand why it's not Bluetoothing. In this mode, listen to a funky jazz tune. They feel a bit shouty, honestly. Everything's a little bit too bright. I'm assuming that I have them in monitor mode because of that. There's clarity, but the low end is not really well represented. The bass seems a little bit buried. The kick is powdery, puffy. It's not thumping. And I don't really hear the initiation of the bass tone. I hear it after it's being rung. So I'm going to switch out for something much more bassy and see how that. But everything's very in the high end here. This seems like. Okay, hold on. Okay, that's a fit issue. That's a fit issue because when I push them in my ears, the bass comes in. Yeah, it gets much more balanced when they're. But I'm driving these things into my ears. But it does take away a lot of that shouty quality. So I'm definitely going to have to find some kind of alternative or just figure out how to seat these things much better because I can kind of get it to stick with the left, with the right. If I don't, like this feels even to me now. It starts to feel, and I think a lot of that is to the open back. I think a lot of the bass is coming out of the back there. At some point, I might even try just putting a piece of tape over the back of it and see what happens. A little piece of sellotape. But now that I have them buried. They sound a lot more rich, a lot less AM radio. And now the highs don't sound as annoying. So, yeah, these things are a contender. When I get the fit right, they're going to be a contender. And they're really small. They're really not very large units. If you look inside my ear, there's definitely these are not the 7 hertz timeless or the GL20s, that's for sure. So there's a little real estate left on, you know. So for those of you with smaller ears, these will probably be a good choice. One of the problems of having such a big ear is I have a deep ear canal. So I have to compensate for that. And again, right here, all the bass kicks in. It's quite funky. It sounds like it's supposed to sound. I know this track quite well. So I'm going to move on again to something a little more bassy and see what I get out of that. Okay, I'm at the drum solo now. The staging is impressive. Things sound like they're coming from different directions, and this is one drum kit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was impressive. That was like listening to a fight in surround sound. These would be great for gaming, I think, honestly. Quite good. Strings in a symphony sound really strong, really full. You can almost hear the bow dragging across the strings. Oh! Oh! Oh, man. I'm buried in bass right now. Like this is sick. And you're not exchanging anything here. I'm not losing anything to gain anything. This is for the person who wants to have it all and doesn't want to give anything up. Because I'm listening to Intergalactic from Beastie Boys, and when they cut the bass out, everything's clean, everything's perfect, and you can hear every word. Nothing's muffled, nothing's confused. This is a very good test track. I'm hearing the grains, the particular laces of the vinyl when these scratches are happening in one of the most clearest ways I've ever heard it. This is an insane experience. I don't usually sit this long on a pair of headphones. This is the first setting, and I haven't messed with anything. I haven't changed the tubes. I haven't done anything. I'm gonna need to spend some time with these. These are serious. These are going up against the 7 hertz timeless. These have already, I think, pushed the melees right out of the way for me. Like, these are sick. I'm gonna have to have a 3-way shootout, but these are some serious tribrids. This is tribrid madness. This is what you mean. And these are not $800 headphones. And I mean the panning, the depth, the clarity. And this isn't an unbalanced connector. I don't even have a balanced connector going. So these can only get better. They can't get worse. It is, you know, I use Intergalactic because they go back and forth between having the cinematic parts. They have a string section in the front. It's hip hop. The voices come in and out. They have different sections of the song, parts where the backtrack drops out. So it's a great reference song for what a set of headphones can do, and I know it. You know what I mean? And it's just, it is as clear as you can hear it in these things. Like there's no more to the track to be heard. And I know this, man. Like I know this. So like this is up there with some of the better. And I'm an over the ear guy, but these stand up to some serious over the ear headphones that I prefer. And wow, I am first impressed, and this is the first time I've said that. This is not just a first impression. This is first impressive. So without spending any time with them, like these definitely go to the second round. These are not some flyby. These people they know what they're doing, and they've done what they intended to do. Whether you like what they intended to do or not, I can't say for you, but it is so well balanced. I'm not losing anything, but it's not well balanced in that muddy, everything's weak kind of way. Everything is distinct and everything is well bred. And I really do feel like they've put the art back into listening to art.